7 a.m. and Tyler and Brooke are both here. Brooke showed up 20 minutes ago or so. I just got here. That's amazing. Usually it's 8, 9. And Brooke's just here because she stayed with Ty where she was house sitting and dog sitting. And the sun's shining. According to Google, it's going to be kind of like this today, I think. They also say it's going to be 6 degrees cooler than yesterday. And it didn't rain at all last night. Amazing. Anyway, that's how we're going to start today. Well, number 2 just fired her up. We're going to get out of here. Cows are moved back to the back where they actually have a little bit of grass. And of course we're out of here later than I wanted to be, but I still got to text them, let them know we're coming. You probably can't see it. Carlton Packing in the mirror. That's the only commercial plant left anywhere. This place here is a private residence now, a big old barn. But that was originally built as a clubhouse for a golf course, and what you're seeing right now was all golf course like 100 years ago. And back there where you can kind of see the trees, there's like 5 or 6 houses back there that was all worker housing and that kind of stuff. And yeah, there's still a granary around here. That one doesn't get used. People that actually own at least part of it happen to have the little one that's just up here. I used to haul silage for them all over the place.
They got baby strawberries back there.
Let's see. Right there. That little facility. So, all they do there is grass seed. Well, I shouldn't say that. They probably still do some clover, too.
They still do clover.
That's a grass seed setup.
There's our bales, Dad.
That's crimson clover right there. And everything else we've seen has been grass. And we're between Carlton and McMinnville. Anybody that really wants to know. Pretty country, lots of bigger fields down here. So, told the guy I'd be there in an hour from when we left, and it's been 50 minutes, and I got another half hour to go. Unfortunately, I can't just go up over the hill on the highway or go over the hill on the county road, because both directions I'm over linked for, and sometimes they pay attention to that. So we got to go almost clear into Forest Grove, and cut around Highway 47, down through Gaston, Cove Orchard, Yamhill, Carlton, and we checked off 47 at Carlton because the other day they were working on part of it in town, and I'm not going to sit there for a half an hour, but I don't have to. So we're actually about halfway to McMinnville from Carlton right now on the back road. I didn't ask if I could video, so you're just getting this shot. It's been fun. He's running an old squeeze and bent the forks. Had to stop, bend them back. So this is where we are. Partially loaded. I threw one strap up over the phone line already. So we got that thing out. I can throw it from the other side. It's from this side I catch the line. So, but we'll be out of here in a little bit.
Oh my God, y'all, this is comical. So we got power lines above us. We're getting a little hay right now. And my sister tried throwing. No big deal. She's a good thrower, right? Well, she didn't even try, actually. Dad tried, but he got over and then it came across and down. So I tried to flick it back up. I'm not tall enough to do that. So he flicked it and then hit the power line. It bounced back and then it was stuck on top of the bale. So he had to re-roll it. So I got the cheater out. I was like, well, maybe you can just reach up far enough and flick it. That way it'll come down so I can tighten the load down. So we're still trying this. He tried the first time and it did not make it. It went back at him. So we will see how all this works. We'll see if he'll make it towards us.
Just gotta get higher.
Yeah! Made it!
Yeah, I cheated you out a bunch of video. 2 bales left on there. One here to go to these girls. We got back and Tyler and Brooke ended up treating 2 lame girls out of the pregnant pen. Saw one this morning, and when they come to get her in, and when we got back, there was 2. And I got to figure out where to put a bale or 2 for them. I'm seriously thinking about just going in there and tossing it over the fence, see how far down the hill it rolls. And Ty's in there cutting twine, and she only had 1 bale left when I left. I thought she'd meet me here at the gate, but I haven't seen her yet. And by now you've seen she got a couple little clips. Yeah. Be great just to set the camera up on the dash and go, and you can enjoy the whole trip. But we left at 9 o'clock and we got back at 1. Grabbed a bite to eat. They treated those cows while I moved the little Freightliner with the seed box on it and a big pile of plastic, and then laid some plastic and started unloading. So here we are going toward 4 o'clock. And yeah, a lot of times I unload with the skid steer, but stuff like this time of year, I'll just use this one. It works, and I had to move it anyway. And I thought about 3 bales at a time. I was like, I know I carry at least that much weight normally, because these are only 1,100 pounds, and ours are like 1,300 pounds, and I carry 2 of them. But yeah, I didn't feel like having a spindle break. So, but day's been kind of like this all day. And the guy down there, he's heard more than I have about the weather. He says, I hear we're supposed to get a little dry weather. The last short dry spell they tried to plant, they got a pretty nice folding John Deere grain drill with packer wheels on it. It's sitting there in the shed. Everything is so full of mud, it's not even funny. He said they just damn near buried her the day before the rain came back. But they haven't got as much rain down there as we have up here. Oh, and here she comes, and look at that. She's got pink twine this time. So we got pink twine. The other thing, you probably can't tell it, that's the bottom of the bale, the way it come out of the baler. The guys that got stackers and they stack in the field, those stackers turn them over so that they're stacked with the knots down and the cut edge up. No big deal. Doesn't really matter. The only problem is if you get moisture on the bottom with the knots down, it's a lot harder to pull the twine. But either way, it works. Well, I just gave her a charge. She climbed on the forks and I set her over, and I was watching the wire. I cleared it with a loader, but I caught it with that yellow piece up there. She touched the ground, and she's underwire. Her underwire got her. Shame on me. No, I'm hoping she can get on there and come back over without getting shocked. I moved it so it's off it. And I haven't been down to look down here.
I didn't know my titty needed, what's the word I'm looking for?
Yeah, she didn't know her tit needed a zap. That's a lot of water sitting right there. There's usually a soft spot right close in, but not like that.
Dina, I'm gonna beat your ass.
This is freaking crazy. Even up here, I mean, she's standing in the water.
Do you want an ass kicking?
I honestly never, ever have seen it this wet here, unless it's underwater. And if it's under enough water, the ground's solid underneath it, because the water keeps it back down. But obviously, they seem to like it, right? Pretty much any dry feed, they'll eat it. And I don't know yet if we're going to get another load or a part of a load or nothing at all yet. I haven't heard from him. He had to count how many bales he had left, because they had six loads to go to Tillamook yet that they sold this morning before I got there. And those would be 40s and 24s. So they're hauling a little more than I am. I had a little over 19 ton on, and they'd be hauling probably 26 to 28 ton that way anyway. Just because they got, another Well, at least another 16 feet of load space. And poor Dino. Poor Dino. Poor Dino. Yeah, if she'll quit talking to her, to him, she'll be back on this side. And we're not going to put one in for those pregnant cows yet. They still got good hay in there. And with the other two out of there for right now, they got plenty for a little bit. And I don't know if this will be the end or not, but hey, you know, it's probably enough video. Pretty much the end of the day. I got to go set 2 bales in the stack and I'm done. Oh, and clean all the chaff up off the trailer. That'll go in for those calves. They can eat it. Well, there's one semi-load minus 4 bales that we've had. There's room for 16 more bales right there. And if we can get any more, I don't know how much it'll be. I mean, 16's almost. And in between, it's not quite enough to go back down there for, but at the same time, might be well worth it. And if we only get 2 bales high on the truck, it's 24 full length and 16 here. I can throw some in the other barn too. So, however it works. Yeah, go help Ty finish cleaning up the chaff off the trailer and out of the yard. Try not to have too big of a mess, right?